Hello everyone. In the previous episodes, I have discussed about the first 6 habits of highly effective people. In this episode, I would like to focus on the seventh habit, which is the habit of renewal. This is about taking time to sharpen the saw instead of continuing to work with the same saw. So, which is the best investment that you can ever make? It is investing in yourself. This is one great asset which nobody can steal from you. This habit is all about preserving and enhancing this greatest asset in 4 dimensions. So, this is basically a quadrant 2 activity. It's important but not urgent. So, this habit is all about working on 4 dimensions in a balanced way. The 4 dimensions are physical, spiritual, mental, and social. The first 3 dimensions can be exercised using the first 3 habits. The social dimension can be exercised using habits 4, 5, and 6. Remember that consistency is the key here. Let's see each dimension in greater detail. The first dimension is physical. So this can be exercised by eating right kind of food and taking sufficient rest and relaxation. A good exercise program is the one that you can do at home and includes 3 major areas: endurance, flexibility, and strength. We often complain about lack of time, but investing 3 to 6 hours per week for exercise would have great impact on the rest of the hours. Endurance comes from aerobic exercises such as rapid walking, running, biking, swimming, and jogging. Flexibility comes through stretching. So before doing aerobic exercises, it's good to warm up, to loosen a bit and warm the muscles, and then do cooling down or stretching after aerobic exercises. Strength comes from muscle resistance exercises such as push-ups and weight training. So be proactive, and if you plan to exercise and it rains on that day, don't skip your exercise. Just use it as an opportunity to develop your willpower. The next dimension is spiritual. Renewing the spiritual dimension provides leadership to your life. This can be achieved through reading scriptures, doing meditation, listening to music, and spending time with nature while you are thinking about the purpose of your life. The next dimension is mental. Learning continues until we die. So we have to be open to new education. Reading great books such as autobiographies can help form our thoughts. Writing our ideas and thoughts helps expand our mind. You can also use the power of your mind to plan and organize. Remember that mind has the power to imagine and visualize. So the training is essential to stand apart from the mind and examine it. It's recommended to spend at least an hour a day on the physical, spiritual, and mental dimensions. This will help us achieve private victory. The next dimension is social or emotional dimension. The physical, spiritual, and mental dimensions are associated with habits 1, 2, and 3, while the social dimension is related to habits 4, 5, and 6. This doesn't need any special dedicated time. It can be practiced in our day-to-day interactions. Habit 4 helps us understand that not everyone is wearing the same glasses. So habit 5 helps practice empathic listening, and habit 6 helps find a third and better way of solving a problem. So how do we renew? So in the process of renewal, we also script others. So you become a positive scripter and you might inspire others to change their scripts. And it's also important not to neglect any of the 4 dimensions. So the renewal has to be always balanced. There is a synergy in the dimensions. So it's important to remember that renewing one dimension can impact the rest of the dimensions. For example, renewing the physical dimension through exercise reinforces free will and proactivity. Similarly, renewing spiritual dimension reinforces habit too to define your principles and values. Renewing mental dimensions helps you to plan and prioritize quadrant 2 activities. Renewing these dimensions is in your circle of influence, and this acts as a strong base for renewing the social dimension, which is related to public victory. The application suggestions for this habit are: you might want to list one activity for each dimension and complete activities corresponding to all dimensions within 1 hour every day. Practice this for 1 week and evaluate the results. All the best. Thank you.